Good morning, everybody. We've had at least 3 frosts. 2 of them been particularly hard, including the one this morning. And the minimum maximum thermometer here in the hoop house says that it's gone down to -4 in here. Little microclimates in different parts of the property, I guess, because at the house, my coldest morning has been -2. Anyway, it's had an effect on several things in here. I should have covered the pepper plants with row cover, but I didn't. I don't know if that would have made any difference. They're pretty delicate. So I've been in here this morning starting the cleanup. I've pulled out the ground cherry, Cape gooseberry, depending on what you call the thing, I guess. I planted 2. They turned into monsters. Shaded out my Amazon peanuts and my shallots. I pulled the shallots. I'll show you those in a few minutes. I did get some fairly decent shallots out of it, but they didn't get a chance to grow and divide like they normally would have. This time of year, when I pull shallots, it would be 4, where I planted 1 seedling in the spring, and most I see this year is they've doubled into 2. So anyway, I did get some shallots out of it. I've pulled up the peppers and have harvested the both green and red hot chili peppers, and I hope to make a small batch anyway of hot pepper relish. I'm going to give you a look around at what I've been doing in here. This is the ají dulce. I'm not so sure you can see what's happening down in there. There are a lot of green peppers. It's a sweet Central South American pepper. The plant has sort of been touched by frost, but not killed. So I'm going to leave those on there in the hopes that a few more will ripen. There's a nice ripe one, or partially ripe one in there, I guess. You probably can't see because I can't get into the camera. At any rate, I'm going to see if they'll ripen. I will probably cover it up with row cover and bring it through a few more nights and get a few more ripe ones out of it, hopefully. Now that's the bowl of shallots that I managed to harvest. A few that size and a few a lot smaller. They're looking wet now because I just had them out and laid them on the ground and took a garden hose to them to wash the dirt off of their roots. I'll spread them out in my basement on cardboard or something and let them dry so that they'll store longer. And next to it is the basket of hot chilies. The basket isn't actually full of hot chilies. There's a few cucumbers in the bottom that I'm trying to save also to add into the relish that I plan to make. And these red ones here, they're not hot. Those are the Japanese shishito peppers, and I'm bringing those in just to dry the seeds because I want to definitely grow that again next year. It was a great pepper. Anyway, that is this morning's harvest, and now to pull the Campobello peanut crop. I've already pulled one a few days ago. It's the Amazon jungle peanut. When they are dry, they have a brown skin with a sort of a mauve stripe. I pulled one plant. It had 6 peanuts on it, and they were normal size peanut shell like you would see. I've opened 3 or 4 of them. 2 of them actually had 3 peanuts in, but the shell, the skin on the peanut is white with hot pink stripes, so I don't know anything about peanuts. If anybody can explain this to me, do I stand a chance of those curing, ripening, or whatever after I pick them? There's no sense in leaving them out here. It's just going to get colder and the ground will freeze soon. So anyway, we'll pull some up and see what I get today. Well, that's one of the bigger plants. I don't know how many there are left here, 8 or 9 plants, I guess. I've only pulled 1. I don't know how many there were originally, but as I said, the Cape gooseberry thing smothered them. They bloomed, and I saw them all bloom, and they're supposedly self-pollinating, but I presume they need wind or insects or something. I did brush them around a bit, but the blossom is supposed to send a thing called a peg down into the ground after it's been pollinated, and on that grows the peanut. But I've never seen any pegs. But anyway, we'll pull a few and see if I get anything.
two very small ones on that plant. I guess I do see the pigs, they're just closer to the ground.
Well, we'll have a go at this one and see what we get.
One large one and one small one there. Next plant right next to it. Very many. I seem to be averaging 2 to the plant. I will pull some more and show them to you after I've got them all pulled. More. Three or four that time, I guess. Well, that is my entire peanut harvest. I had them outside and rinsed the dirt off of them. I picked them off the vines, even though it says to hang them to dry. I assume that means if you have a real crop of the things. I'm just going to let them dry in the sun in here, and then I will bring them inside and put them on a shelf or a windowsill or something, and let them dry for a week or two and see what they look like inside. I'll open one here for you in a minute to show you what they look like now. But I found a number of them that had already started to rot in the ground and threw those out, so I think they should have been dug up some time ago. And a number of them that are being chewed on by something underground, worms or something, I suppose. This one, I guess you can see the, whoops, there you are. See the trail up the side of that. Didn't actually get inside, I don't think, to the peanut. Maybe that would be a good one to open and we'll know for sure here. I'll open that up and show you what they look like. Using my teeth here. Yeah. Whoops, drop them on the ground. Okay. That's what I meant by them being hot pink with the white peanut. And again, that one's got 3 peanuts in it, so I guess 3 in the shell is quite common. Those pink stripes are sort of mauve, and the white part should be brown when they're ripe. So I will wait and see what happens. In a few weeks' time, I'll shell some out, and I'll let you know if they ever did turn into a normal peanut. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That's the end of the chilies and the peanuts for this year.